What is up, everybody? It is Alex the Boogeyman here at Title Boxing Club in Bedford, and this is our focus point of the week. We're going to be working on one of my favorite things, the cross to the body, or the cross low, or the gut buster, right? I love this. And you might say, why do I love it so much? Number one, I like to attack the body, right? It's a good place to hit. It's easier to hit the body than most heads, and it sets up those head shots. So if I throw my cross down here, the hands come down, I come up, throw a hook to the head. Great way to set up head shots. And there has never been a fight in the history of time where someone said, you know, the problem is that guy, he just went to the body too much. Too many body shots. That has never been said. They've only said the opposite. People going too much for the head, they miss, they whiff, right? Going to the body is just smart boxing. Now, number two, the other thing I like about it is if you notice, I am ducking down simultaneously as I throw it. So in a way, it's a defensive move as well. Because when I duck down, there's not a lot of punches that you can hit me with there. I mean, there certainly are some, and I gotta watch out for those, but my head is kind of out of the picture. They're gonna have to throw something low to catch me, and even if they do, their hands are down, so again, it sets up the head very well. And the number three reason why I like to cross the body is physics, right? You can get a lot of power. You can translate your mass dropping down into the punch. If you drop down and you rotate and you land that cross, as soon as you reach your lowest point, you're gonna get maximum power. You can get a lot of power on this. Now, of course, that all happens if your mechanics are good. So let's talk about those mechanics. So when you throw that cross the body, you start it just like I'm throwing across the head. Nothing is different. But all of a sudden, my weight is dropping as I throw it. So I'm still keeping it nice and straight, right? I'm still bringing my shoulder up, but I'm dropping as I throw it. And again, I want to time it so I reach my lowest point as soon as the punch lands. So now, oftentimes what we see when people throw crosses low, and you hear me say this a lot, is number one, they don't throw the cross low. Some people will just kind of go like that, right? I guess it's a little lower than the face, but I want you focusing on throwing it to the body, to the midsection. Yes, you can throw a cross kind of in the middle, in the chest. It's a great place for a cross. But I want to differentiate between going high and going low. So you've got to bend your knees. A lot of times people don't want to bend their knees. Really, what you're doing is dropping and catching yourself. All right, next, sometimes people drop their hand low. Sometimes people don't drop their knees. They don't bend their knees and their hand just goes low. You definitely don't want that. You're wide open here and everybody can see it. Instead, start your cross normally, as I said, like I'm gonna throw it to the head, but then I just drop and throw it to the body, right? You don't want to telegraph what you're doing, and you also lose power if you do that. You want to really keep that mass behind your punch. Then we have the opposite issue where people will get down low, just like I say, but then they don't throw the punch. They get down low and then they punch. So they get down low first, punch second. This is not a powerful punch. I mean, you can try it and you will feel it. It's not nearly as powerful. Also, even though I did say that I like getting down low, getting my head out of the way, this is not a position I want to stay in for very long. This is temporary. Because if I'm down here, I can't do as much myself. I'm a little bit limited. So we want to make sure that it all happens together as we drop down. Now, you can sometimes miss. Of course, there's cons to everything in boxing. Sometimes, right, I throw a cross to the body and a person steps away. That can happen. That's usually a great defense for anything. So I got to make sure I recover quickly. So I'm going to throw across the body. I throw a jab across the body. I want to make sure I get back quickly. I throw that jab across the body, quickly get my hand back, quickly recover. Right? If I'm not following up with more punches, I want to make sure my hands are protecting me and that I'm not in that crouch position. I'm able to move any direction. And then, of course, too, we say this a lot. If you do one of my favorite things, which is, the jab, cross the body, lead hook, you got to make sure, even if you do everything perfectly, you don't want to stand up and leave my hand down here. No, I want to come up, bring my hand with me so I'm covered on that side, no matter what I do. I mean, even if I'm just going to throw another cross, I still want to bring my hand back to my cheek as soon as I throw it. Good habits, good fundamentals. That's what it's all about. That's how you do it. So come on, let's make me happy. It's almost my birthday. So we got to do one of my favorite things, those crosses to the body. Let me see it.